Somebody misses you really, really badly. And I don't channel Justin Bieber very often, but I kept hearing no sense over the past 2 days, okay? Somebody is just like, it doesn't make sense to live without you. It doesn't make sense to go after certain goals without you. I feel like you bring so much meaning in this person's life, and they could have all the money in the world, all the jewels in the world, the nicest car, the nicest house, the best job, everything that they've ever wanted, but if they don't have you by their side, it doesn't have as much meaning. They want you to be there to celebrate with them. They want you to be able to enjoy everything that they're enjoying in life. Like, to experience life with you is to experience everything. And so I feel like maybe this person at one point in their time chose material, chose money, chose finances over this situation or connection, but they're very quickly realizing that the material doesn't matter, and what they're really seeking and yearning for in this life is that human connection, is that relationship, is somebody to enjoy those experiences with. So this person, yeah, they definitely, I don't know if you guys are in separation, in no contact, or if this is someone that you're already dating and this is just a solidification of energy, but this person is really motivated and fueled to do things in their life for you or for the benefit of the connection. Because again, to be with you, to go and travel with you, to go and celebrate with you, to go and do these things, it just makes it so much more meaningful than if they were to do it alone. All right, let's see what cards we have for this message, Spirit. We have the Chariot that wants to come out immediately. I feel like this person, again, whether it's like no contact, whether things have been a little bit stagnant, I feel like there's a rushing in, okay? And again, it's because they've realized, maybe they got the money that they were looking for, the job that they were looking for, they went to the vacation that they've always been looking for. But again, it was like they were always kind of looking for you by their shoulder. They were always looking for you at the bed. Like, it was still fun, it was still beneficial, but again, there's so much more meaning in you, with you in their life. And I feel like confirmation text for 24 hours only is what it's saying. 24 hours could be definitely significant for this collective of just, again, whether you're in no contact or not, I just feel like it's an expression of it. It's an expression of how much you mean to this person. Again, they would take you over riches, they would take you over fame, they would take you over some of the things that they may have put on the priority at one point in their life, because they are, again, really realizing that human connection, and especially with that romantic partner, is so much more favorable than all the glitz and all the glam and all the fashion, okay? What information do we have? We have the Sun coming out in the cross position, as well as the Seven of Cups in the cross position, okay? I feel like at this time, we're releasing indecision. I really do feel like with both of these coming in this cross position, yeah, we've been putting in work, and because we've been putting in work, we've been able to slowly alleviate this energy. But at one point in time, we were really letting our indecision kind of get in the way. Again, it felt like we had to choose our career, we had to choose finances, or that was the priority. And again, we quickly realized that even though we were getting a lot of the things that we were asking for, because again, we didn't have someone to celebrate by our side, it just didn't feel as meaningful, it didn't feel as celebratory. And this process of this rebirth has definitely taken this person quite some time. I feel like they definitely rejected it at some points, maybe continuously. But the thing is the universe kept showing them, they kept having these realizations. I'm even hearing they could have, alternatively thrown themselves into work to try to escape these feelings. But again, because it was that human connection, it was you that they were missing. Even if they tried to distract themselves, even if they tried to throw themselves into work, even if they were using avoidance tactics, like, it just wasn't working. And again, something with the next 24 hours, like there's a rushing in, there's a conversation, there's an admittance, because it's like it don't make no sense unless I'm doing it with you. Like, that lyric just keeps coming to mind. Like, that's all I can really say about it. Yeah, the Six of Wands, they feel so victorious when they're with you. And I think that's a part of it too, is they could have been going for certain goals, certain expectations, and they quickly realize it's not that they can't do it by themselves, but the level of support, wisdom, generosity, love, guidance, being a shoulder to cry on, being someone to come in with problem solving, whatever it was, and whatever kind of condition you led them to, it was all beneficial for their higher good. And they're realizing again that to have that partner with them, to have that unconditional love, that unconditional support, to have that almost like that ride or die energy, literally like kind of Bonnie and Clyde with the Chariot, they want that. They want that. They want someone alongside. And I think they really realize too that in order to have someone along their side, they need to be along your side. I feel like, this person is kind of realizing times in which they were maybe selfish, or they put themselves on a pedestal or priority and kind of put you to the back burner. And they're realizing very quickly that if both of y'all help each other towards your independent goals, you can get there very, very quickly. And any sorts of periods of doubt or indecision or anxiety or just wanting to stay stagnant, it's so much more easily resolved when you have that individual, especially you, okay? Not just any individual, but you are, I'm hearing a voice of reason. You are a clarity. You are a confirmation. You are both intellectually smart as well as intuitively smart. And so your ability to grasp the situation as a whole and be able to problem solve in different parameters and view things from different perspectives is like, it's worth more than gold. Like, it is invaluable. Like, to have you by someone's side is to have an amazing sidekick. And again, they may have not realized it until it was gone. They may have not realized it until it was taken away. But they're very, very much realizing that they want you, and they quite literally almost need you by their side in order to even get what they want. I noticed 626 before I paused, but yeah, King of Wands, they're getting ready, y'all. The 6 of Wands again as I split it. I definitely feel like they're in an energy of preparation. Again, they need to vocalize this to you. They need to express this to you, and not in a way of, I need you and I can't live without you. It can't be out of a way of desperation, but again, vocalizing how grateful they are for you and understanding and recognizing the importance and the value that you contain and you hold in this relationship, and placing more value in it and holding it to a higher regard. Okay, let's get some more cards. King of Swords and King of Wands. I'm telling you, a conversation is happening. And I really do feel like this masculine, for so long our ego was kind of driving us, and we wanted to prioritize ourselves. We were kind of being selfish in nature. We weren't really wanting to do the work. But now we're really, again, quickly realizing that if we let our ego rule us, if we don't admit our faults, if we don't rely on other people and have other people help us along the journey, then again, it's just so much more difficult. And at the end of it, so less rewarding, okay? 747, as I look up, they know this. And I really want to emphasize too that this isn't somebody who's coming back in just because they've realized that they can't get as far, or they're not as lucky, or they're not as protected, okay? Like, it is deeper beyond that, but they really are, I feel like I'm channeling, they're so embarrassed by their inability to recognize this and see this initially. They're embarrassed at the way that they treated you, at the way that they kind of didn't treat those characteristics and those protection mechanisms and all of those good things that you did for them. They really didn't see the value in it, again, until it was lost, until it was diminished, until you decided to draw back a little bit and put yourself first. But now, babe, I feel like I'm seeing someone literally on their hands and their knees. I'm seeing roses. I'm seeing flowers. Very heartfelt. I'm literally seeing this. Okay, I'm literally seeing that in my mind's eye right now. Like, truly begging on the knees, truly, like, if there was an ego, there is an ego no more, because it truly needed to be fully shedded in order for these realizations to occur, and for this dynamic to get back to where it was before. And I want to say where it should be, but I'm gonna say where it could be instead, because if we don't do the necessary work, hey. But that's what I have for you guys. If you need me for a personal reading, you can do so through the link in the bio, and the link in the bio only. This is my only account, and I will never reach out to you guys first, so do not get scammed. That's what I have for you guys. Mwah. Till next time.